Manchester United have been thrown into turmoil following reports that head coach Ruben Amorim has been sacked, bringing a sudden and dramatic end to his short and turbulent spell at Old Trafford. The decision is understood to have been taken after an emergency board meeting, with senior club executives concluding that results and performances had fallen below expectations despite heavy investment and public backing earlier in the season. Amorim arrived at Manchester United with a reputation as one of Europe's brightest young managers, admired for his tactical intelligence, intensity, and success with Sporting CP before making the high-profile move to the Premier League. His appointment was initially greeted with optimism among supporters, who hoped his modern ideas and strong man management would finally bring stability after years of inconsistency and managerial turnover. However, that optimism quickly faded as United struggled for consistency in the league, suffered damaging defeats against rivals, and failed to show a clear tactical identity on the pitch. Sources close to the club suggest that tensions had been growing behind the scenes, with disagreements over player selection, transfer priorities, and the pace of the club's long-term rebuild. Despite flashes of promise in certain matches, United's overall form reportedly failed to convince the board that Amorim was the right man to lead the club back to domestic and European success. Injuries to key players and a demanding fixture schedule were cited by Amorim as mitigating factors, but patience at Old Trafford is notoriously thin, especially when results do not improve quickly. Supporters have been divided in their reaction to the news, with some believing Amorim was not given enough time, while others feel the club had no choice but to act decisively. Former players and pundits have also weighed in, many pointing out that the deeper issues at Manchester United go beyond the head coach and extend to recruitment, structure, and ownership strategy. The sacking once again raises serious questions about United's long-term vision, as Amorim becomes the latest manager to fall victim to the club's ongoing instability. Attention has already turned to who might replace him, with several high-profile names and interim options reportedly being discussed internally. There is also uncertainty surrounding the future of several players who were signed specifically to fit Amorim's system and may now face an unclear role under a new coach. Club officials are said to be keen to restore calm quickly, aware that prolonged uncertainty could further damage performances and morale both on and off the pitch. In a brief statement, Manchester United thanked Amorim for his efforts and professionalism, wishing him well in his future career, while stopping short of detailing the exact reasons for his dismissal. Amorim himself has yet to speak publicly, though those close to him suggest he remains confident in his methods and disappointed by how abruptly his time at the club ended. The situation once again highlights the immense pressure that comes with managing one of the world's biggest football institutions, where expectations often outweigh patience. For Manchester United, the challenge now is not just appointing the next coach, but ensuring that he is supported by a coherent footballing structure. Fans will be hoping that lessons are finally learned from yet another managerial setback, as the club looks to regain its place among Europe's elite. Until then, the sacking of Ruben Amorim stands as another dramatic chapter in Manchester United's ongoing search for stability and success.